Finally saw the movie that everybody in their mama's pajamas has been hyping up, man. Sinners by Ryan Coogler. Does it live up to the hype, or is it disappointing? Pros, cons, and everything more. I got y'all. Let's get into it. I think the biggest pro in this movie has to be Michael B. Jordan, right? I mean, he played two characters, both very convincingly, both completely different characters, completely different personalities. And in my opinion, he made both of them feel lived in, feel real, feel like actual people. You feel what I'm saying? There was a certain point in the movie where I was just like, damn, that's right. They aren't twins. Like, I completely stopped thinking about it. And if I'm not thinking about the fact that this nigga is playing two different people and it's the same person, that is a great thing, not just a good thing. That's not just to say that he was only good as an actor when it comes to being two people. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like his storylines with both Smoke and Shaq were both very interesting, both very investing. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like he was acting his ass off in both roles, while also making them seem very different from each other. Like, it was impressive as hell. I think a major way for people to like this movie, and not just like it, but get into it, is to suspend their disbelief when it comes to the twins. And I think that they did that with flying colors. The other side of the spectrum, though, Jack O'Connell as Remick was A+ casting and A+ acting. Holy shit. From the first scene, this nigga shows up half burnt to a crisp. You could tell that he was in the making for a great acting performance, and it just keeps on building and keeps on building. Hell, even them singing those nasty ass folk tunes was low-key fire because they were hitting the vocals. Way to make a memorable character, man. I don't know if he was supposed to be the figmentation of the devil. I don't know if he was just supposed to be a lead vampire, but what I do know is his character has some aura. See when that Asian lady, quick spoiler, if you haven't seen this movie yet, that's on you. I'm not gonna lie. When that Asian lady was like, come on in. First of all, you dumb ass nigga. What the fuck? And then you got burnt to a crisp? You deserved it. But anyway, when that happened and Remick was like, and it started an aura farm, and I was like, yeah. But he's about to catch 3 bodies minimum. Other than the fact that he played the character damn near perfectly, I think Jack O'Connell's major takeaway from this movie is the fact that he's going to get other major roles. He already auditioned for Clayface, which I'm shocked he didn't get, but maybe it's because James Gunn has him, you know, set for a different character in the DCU, you feel what I'm saying? But if it's Marvel, if it's DC, if it's just another big acting role in another big movie by like Christopher Nolan or something, it wouldn't surprise me. Jack O'Connell, don't sleep on that name, for sure. I have to give a shout out to Sammy, aka Preacher Boy, man. Everything from his vibe, to his stances, to the way he thinks, to his voice. His voice is so fucking unique, it's ridiculous. And when this man was singing, I was like, damn, I can literally feel it vibrating through my soul. Music was speaking to me, bruh. Shit was crazy. Speaking of which, that is a major pro. The music in this movie was insanely good, especially the soundtrack too. Even if they were just playing some simple 1930s ass folk beats, you feel what I'm saying? They'd be like, with that little harmonica in the back. That shit would slap. Not to mention, you know what scene I'm talking about. Let me just pull up a screenshot. I mean, what can I say about the scene that hasn't been said already? This movie came out months ago. I'm sure there's been 100 breakdown videos on why this scene is so influential, why this scene has been based off so many portraits from our time, why this scene is this and that. All I thought was this scene gave me fucking chills, bro. It gave me chills out the wazoo. I felt like The Rock in his prime. Entire thing, it like made me feel uncomfortable. It made me feel eerie, but it made me feel like I felt the entire thing. You know what I'm saying? And I even like the juxtaposition of Remy's group of vampires doing the exact same thing, but with their Irish nasty ass song that they were singing. But they were hitting that jig though. I ain't gonna lie, they were hitting that jig. And man, this is one of those scenes that will forever live rent free in my head. It going from past and then that electric guitar into the present was fucking awesome, bro. And honestly, one of my biggest pros of the movie is gonna be this scene right here. This is one of my favorite scenes. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Him waiting for the people from the KKK to pulling up, giving them what they deserve. It's quite simple, what they deserve. You feel what I'm saying? And then him getting to see his wife and his baby because they didn't turn into vampires. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah, man, when I really think about it, I don't really have any glaring negatives. Like, I'm just keeping it a band. I'll try to think of some, maybe, and I'll put them in the comments. If I were to give a glaring negative, it would maybe be the fact that this movie was hyped up so much to where if I went into it months later, no matter what, I was going to go in with like super high expectations. So it's going to be hard to meet those expectations. You feel what I'm saying? Other than that, man, it's like really hard for me to find like a nitpick or like a genuine con, because I love so much about this movie. I love the story. I love where they went with it. I love the vampires. I love the action, the horror scenes, the little jump scares they had. The music was good. The soundtrack was good. I mean, the actors were acting their asses off. Like, I didn't even mention Haley Steinfeld. She was acting her ass off too. That's my bad. Like, there was a couple lines she said in this movie. I was like, is Haley Steinfeld actually black? Say that shit blacker than I do sometimes on me. But yeah, man, all in all, I think this movie lived up to the hype. If I were to give it a rating, I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. Like a 9.3 out of 10. It's really hard if I don't think I like this more than Superman. I'm just going to put it out there. I think Superman is going to be my number 1, but I have superhero bias. You feel what I'm saying? But this is probably going to be number 2 on the year, and it's going to be hard to top. I am seeing Neja 2 this week, though, so we'll see. But how are y'all feeling about Sinners, man? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you think it was overhyped, underhyped, or just right? Let's talk about it in the comments down below, man, because you know we got to talk about it. Simple.